The summer event is here! My name is Musaki, and today we are presenting a guide to the 5th summer event. Let's not waste any time, we're jumping right into it. Now this event starts on July 12th and is going to last all the way to the 1st of August. And the only requirement in order to complete or start this event is clearing Fuyuki. So that means even if you just started the game, you can get started with this event right away, and I highly recommend that you do so. This event is actually going to be a combination event, where it's actually going to be 100 missions that you have to complete, as well as collecting materials. In order to figure out the cause of this singularity, Yume Ran and her Lancer form will be temporarily joining you. As long as you complete the main quest, you'll actually get her as a permanent addition to your Chaldea. Specifically with this type of event, it actually has a day-night cycle. So every time you clear an event, it will actually change from night to day. And depending on the time of day, the free quests will also change. Keep that in mind as some missions will require that. As normal, you clear the main quests and unlock new main quests and free quests. And as you challenge different event quests and exchange items, you get event items and rewards, which you will definitely want. What are those rewards? Command codes, craft essences, embers, wonderful materials, and as well as the upgrade materials to upgrade your Yume Ran. And now the simplest way, if you want to go ahead and get Yume Ran, you will have to complete these missions here shown on screen. And for those of you who are only listening to this, you have to clear the sequel battle 1, Great Pursuit of Mysterious Uma again, to get the first copy of Yume Ran. After that, you clear the sequel battle 2, Ishtar 2 Goddess Counterattack. For the third, you clear sequel battle 3, Santa Panic second. For the fourth one, you clear sequel battle 4, Return of Amakusa Shiro, and then you clear the part 1 epilogue. Once you do that, you should have 5 copies total of Yume Ran. Now for the upgrade materials, you will need to complete certain quests. The first quest will be defeat 20 enemies with the beast trait. The second quest will be defeat 20 enemies with the demonic or magical trait. The third mission is going to be defeat 30 Lancer class enemies, and the last mission being obtaining 200 pieces of firewood. Now as I said before, the main quest is going to be the key for you clearing this event, but unfortunately there is a certain time gate between each main quest being released, even if you unlock it. For day 1, you're going to have the opening, main quest act 1, and main quest act 2 available. But after that, every day until the 19th of July, you'll actually only get 1 mission per day. So the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, you'll get Act 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then for the 18th and 19th, you get multiple quests. Act 8 and 9 on the 18th, with 10, 11, and the final act on the 19th. From then on, you're just going to have the rest of the event to do whatever you please, to clear all the missions, do the free quests, do some challenge quests, whatever you wish until August 1st. As long as you log in and do what you can to keep caught up on the main quest, you should honestly be fine with this event. Please do not wait to the last minute, as completing 100 missions with only a day left to do it is near impossible unless you get no sleep. We also have the new Mystic Code Chaldea Pathfinder. It's a very good Mystic Code, definitely pick it up. It is limited time, and any Mystic Codes that you can get are going to be very useful for you. We also have a swimsuit for Mashu, another swimsuit for Mashu. An actual summer outfit that looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that sprite, she looks very adorable. Now for the event bonus of the servants. Event bonus for servants is going to go simply as follows. All summer servants, essentially every single old summer servant is going to at least have a 30% power up and a 20% bond bonus, as well as the male servants that showed up in the story. If you want a 50% power up and a 20% bond up, all the new 4-star summer servants and Caster Artoria will actually be fitting here. Mashu, of course, gets her 50% damage up, but she gets a 5% overall bomb boost to the party as she normally does. And finally, Constant Yume Ran, as well as the 2 new 5-stars for this event, get a 100% damage bonus, as well as a 50% bond bonus. So definitely set up your support formations with this in mind. I highly recommend that you pick good farming units, though. If you have the great casters for support, definitely do that. If you roll the Caster Artoria, put her on support. If you don't, if you have a Waver, Tamamo, Scotty, or Merlin, these will be very useful. Honestly, Scotty and Waver will be more useful than Merlin, but Merlin's going to come in handy later on for the challenge quest. If you don't have any of those, just do the best you can. Now, in terms of the event CEs, you're going to have 2 free CEs that you can get from this event. The first one is going to be Chainsaw of the Dead, which is a 5-star CE with HP stats. Outside of the event is actually a good CE that you'll want to max limit break, especially because it's going to give you 50% bomb bonus and 10% arts. But during the event, the main reason why you want to use this, it increases the appearance rate of enemies by 15%, and if you max limit break it, it's 30%. These do stack. So you're gonna want to max limit break this as much as you can, or you can have them separate and just add in all the 15%. Now the second one's gonna be Hide Hunter. This is an attack stat CE, so already it has my attention. Outside of the event, it is fantastic, and I highly recommend you max limit break this one as well. But during the event, it's actually gonna be a damage boosting CE. It gives 100% damage to the equipped servant, and if you max limit break it, that's 200%. That's gonna be very helpful for you to clear out enemies, clear out enemy waves, or deal with some bosses. Make sure you use your reward CEs as much as you can. You also have a chance to earn event reward command codes, and we have 3 as we normally do with these events. The first one, 5-star, is going to be Royal Bunny. It increases self, quick, arts, or buster performance by 10% for 1 turn when using the attack of the engraved card. So that's going to be pretty good. It is a chance based though. So I'm not necessarily sure how this is going to work, whether or not the Royal Bunny is going to increase the card stat regardless of whatever card it is. Like, you put it on a quick, it's going to increase quick, or it's going to be random between you put it on a quick, it's going to create arts. If it's the latter, it's not very good. If it's the first one, that is fantastic, and it'll be very helpful for you. The second command code is going to be Master Concealed Beauty. It's a 4-star. It increases buff success rate by 20% 1 time 2 turns for yourself when attacking with the card. So that's great. Increasing buff success is going to be super helpful, especially when you're starting to have enemies that are starting to adjust how you get buffs to your team and yourself. And lastly, we have True Crimson Immortal Maiden's Command Seal. This inflicts burn for 300 damage 3 turns when attacking with the engraved card. It also increases critical damage by 5% of the engraved card. So I like this for a lot of reasons. Not only does it mainly help people with the burn substat, so Tomoe Gonzen comes to mind, but also it increases that critical damage by 5%. So that adds in to a crit based comp. So even if the burn is just incidental, if you just need the crit damage, you can do that. But I honestly think synergizing with the burn is the best way to make use of that command code. And now for the shop, for the golden chainsaw item. You're gonna get some fruit, claws, seashells, obviously your statues, and your golden foes, and QP. You also get 2 copies of Hide Hunter and a costume. For the silver mat, or freshly picked vegetables, you get 1 copy of Hide Hunter, 10 suns, which is very important here, the permafrost ice, magatamas, and night metals, along with the monuments. And then finally, with the bronze firewood, you get another costume, another copy of Hide Hunter, the Aurora soap, as I call it, the bells. Oh, interesting. The scales of fantasy and bones, as well as EXP and more foe cards. They're actually giving you more chances to get Scales of Fantasy, which is a future event item. That is not something that they had originally in the shop, but they decided to put in now. So yes, I'm very happy to see that in there. But you might have noticed you only get 4 copies of Hide Hunter in the shop. So we're gonna get the 5th one. Unfortunately, you are gonna have to get that last copy with RNG. Just like with the other CE as well, you only get 4 copies of that in the mission rewards. After that, it's up to RNG if you can get that last copy. So honestly, good luck to you. Now the next part is actually gonna be handled by fellow Chaldea, you remember, Nell Celestine. She's gonna tell you all about the summoning banners in this event. Take it away, Nell.
Thanks, Misaki. As you can see here, we have a wonderful selection of servants and banners coming up for the summer event. The first banner is going to be the limited servant, Shishun Kiara, who is a unique new cancer with a unique animation and she gets summoned. We also have the limited 4-star archer, Elise Steel von Ironsburg, and the 4-star berserker. Now, as you can see here, it's going to rotate the 4-star, but the 5-star will stay the same. We also have craft essences available on this banner. As you can see, we have Honey Lake, which grants Invincibility Pierce and deals 35% extra damage with enemies with the burn status on. That doesn't sound like a lot of options there, but there is quite a few servants with burns, so this does have a wonderful effect, especially when you max limit break it. Another good CE here is Happy Drive. which has 8% arts, 8% crit, and 8% MP gain. Now that CE is actually pretty powerful, especially when you max limit break it as well. It is a fantastic arts combat CE. And also we have for Corsage, which deals 15% extra damage versus undead. And for the second swimsuit banner, we have Abigail Williams Summer, who once again is a foreigner, 4-star Tomoe Gozen, who is a saber, and Murasaki Shikibu, who is a 4-star rider. The rate-ups for the 4-stars will change, but everything else will stay the same. However, we get both sets of CEs here, both the Summer Male and Summer Female CE. And here we have the Summer Male banner. As you can see here, we have Sigurd, the limited 5-star saber, as well as the permanent servants Lanling Wang saber, and Emiya Archer. The reason why these are all on this banner is because not only are they in the story and on rate up, but they get costume. This is Sigurd's costume, which matches Brynhild's Ascension. We get Lanling Wang's costume, which absolutely looks amazing. And Emiya finally gets himself a little bit more of a relaxing attire, finally. But if you are looking for anything on this, don't forget they also have the male CEs for the event. Innocent Blue with Invincibility and Arts 10%. Climbing Battle with Quick and Buster 8% and MP Gain 8%. As well as Barbecue Buddies with Evasion 1 time, MP 3%, and Critical Damage 3%. I'm going to throw it back to you, Misaki.
Thank you very much, Nell. And lastly, we have the challenge quest to talk about. Now, in order to participate in this challenge quest, you do have to clear Solomon and all of the main quests to unlock it. It is a high difficulty mission that will reward you with 2 lamps, 2 golden monuments, and a spirit root. And you're going to be going through quite a bit of enemies. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description to this fight exactly to see exactly what you have to deal with, because there's a lot of things going on here. And you're going to have to deal with quite a bit to get through it. So if you want to clear that challenge quest, definitely click that link. And once you complete it, you do get a crystallized lore. This event came a lot faster than we were expecting, and honestly, I'm kind of happy for it, but at the same time, this does mean that the Oku rerun will be pushed back until August. And if you want to know about what's coming up in August, definitely go ahead and click this playlist up here. It's the Clairvoyance EX playlist. When we upload the next episode of Clairvoyance EX, it will be sometime soon, it'll be in that playlist. And you can check out and see exactly what's happening the rest of the month of July. So if you're curious, go ahead and click that link, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you there.